Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicole. This is Lazy Creek Homestead. I'm a mama to 4 boys and we've been homesteading on our property for about 10 plus years. On my channel, I like to share things like shopping hauls, lots of recipe inspiration, what's for dinner. I like to sprinkle in a little bit of mom life and what's going on the homestead. Today's video, I have another what's for dinner. Kind of some recipes to share to break up those dinner ruts that we get into. You know, it's hard to please everybody's taste. Food is so expensive. Sometimes we just kind of get stuck making the same things. So I got some nice, quick, easy, delicious recipes to share with you. To kind of just throw in there to break up your dinner ruts and help use up some of your leftovers. Just some great dinner inspiration. So let's get in the kitchen.
So today we are making cheeseburger egg rolls. I have my egg roll wrapper on the counter. I'm going to put my cheese down. And we seasoned our ground beef as we would for our cheeseburgers. And we're just going to put that in the middle of our wrapper here. And then my teens made this wonderful burger sauce. We got caramelized onions and pickles and Worcestershire sauce and mayonnaise and mustard. And I think they put a little bit of ketchup. All the things that you would love on your burger. We drizzled that on. And then we fold. Oh yes, we have to wet our sides. We have a little cup of water here. Wet our sides, all 4 sides of your egg roll. This helps it stick together. You want to be generous, but not get it soaking wet. Oh yes. Then we fold in the middle, and then our sides. And we just roll it up like this, and we are going to fry them. So after we have our burger egg rolls all folded up, we're just dropping it in our hot pan of oil, and we're frying them up until they're nice and toasty. And they're going to be so delicious. And here is our hamburger egg rolls, all nice and fried. We're going to let them cool, and we're going to eat these with a side of pasta salad. So here is our hamburger egg rolls with the sauce and the cheese and everything all melty in here. It's definitely a family hit. Thank you so much for joining us for What's for Dinner. So what's for dinner tonight? We are making a roasted tomato and feta with chicken. This is kind of like one of those viral TikTok hacks that was going around a few years ago, and we just love this meal. So I have my feta cheese, a little bit of goat cheese, tomatoes, chicken, and garlic. I have olive oil and some of my favorite seasonings. Some Italian seasoning and a little bit of black pepper, and we're just going to roast this in the oven. To go with our roasted tomato and feta and chicken, we have some shell noodles, and I put a little bit of a artichoke lemon pesto in here and just kind of mix it up with our noodles, and we're going to serve that with our feta and chicken. And we just took out our roasted tomato and feta dish here. Doesn't that look delicious? I wish you guys could smell this. Our chicken is nice and cooked all the way through. Tomatoes have popped and everybody's let out their juices. Our garlic is roasted. So what I like to do is I just take my little square spatula thing here, and I just kind of break everything up. The chicken's nice and moist, and it just breaks up. The tomatoes break up the cheese, and we're just gonna mix it all together. And we mixed our noodles and everything all together. It doesn't look fancy, but oh, it is so delicious. What's for dinner tonight? We are having homemade deep dish pizza. I threw together, well, my son and I threw together some homemade pizza crust, which we had to give a little try, and it's delicious, by the way. And he has been perfecting pizza for a while now, and now he's working on the deep dish. I can't wait to dig into this. This is a pepperoni, and I think he used a few different types of cheese, a mozzarella and a provolone blend, and then he put a 3-cheese Italian blend on top. And it's so good. Look at that, the layers. Oh, I can't wait to eat that pizza. This deep dish pizza is so good. He puts the crust in like a oven-safe frying pan skillet, and puts the cheese and then the pepperoni and the sauce and then that little bit of that Italian cheese blend that's an Asiago and Parmesan and Romano. This is delicious. Winner, winner. And our steak and cheese grinders are out of the oven. We're going to let them cool for a few minutes and we'll be ready to plate them up. And here's what's for dinner tonight. We got our steak and cheese grinder on our sourdough Italian bread. We got cheesy broccoli and cheesy tater tot casserole with ham, because we're cheesy. Hello friends, I am making a sausage potato scramble. I like to use up the leftovers that I have. So I have some apple chicken sausage that I got from Aldi's, and I just kind of sliced that up. And then I have some leftover potato logs from dinner last night, and we have some shredded cheese. And because it is spring, or supposed to be spring, even though it's snowing out there, I am going to throw in these eggs and kind of make just like a sausage potato scramble. So our sausage is browning up nicely. So now I'm going to add in the potatoes and let them start to warm up. And then I'm going to just crack my eggs in the pan and scramble it all up. So our potatoes are warming up. I just cracked in my eggs, and I am just going to break up the yolk and then scramble this all together. And once my eggs are cooked mostly through, I will add on my cheese. I do save my eggshells because we feed them back to our chickens. We dry them out, feed them to the chickens. It really helps with their calcium intake and helping make their eggs nice and strong, and we're recycling and reusing. So our eggs are pretty much cooked through. I'm going to turn the heat off and just top this with our shredded cheese. I'm using Colby Jack because that's what I had in the fridge. I'm going to let that melt, and then we're going to plate this up. And here is our sausage egg skillet that we made from leftovers. Our cheese is all nice and melted. We're going to plate this baby up and enjoy. Hope this gives you some inspiration to use up some of your leftovers. So good.
Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen. I really hope those meals help you sprinkle in something a little bit different throughout the week. Maybe some encouragement to use up your leftovers, repurpose them into something different. You gotta use the food up as much as you can. It's so expensive these days. If you're new here, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and stick around, because you never know the love and the chaos you'll find here on Lazy Creek Homestead. Until I catch you in the next one, I'll be talking to you in those comments.